Okay. Get chat ready. Whoops. Oh man, I hope that it's looking okay. I really did this in a hurry. Very short warm up because we got a lot of Tai Chi to get through today. We did the introduction last week to like the whole process. But basically what's going to happen is we're going to learn each move individually. And then as we get through that, we're going to connect them together at the end. And this time, there's going to be 2 to learn. And then 2 to connect. Which is going to take probably about 45 minutes start to finish, all things said and done. So I figured that's going to be the lion's share of today's stream. To do a real short warm-up, which unfortunately, most of which was me trying to get streams set up. Let's see, what are we looking at? We got about 3 minutes. We'll do another song just to kind of get moving. And then we'll get going. This looks good. Do a Marshall.
Okay, this is another warm-up right here. The next thing, well, all you have to do really is be sassy and sexy and a super diva pop star. So you can do that.
Man, I really hope chat's working. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to close it and then reopen it, just in case that's doing the same thing as yesterday. Okay, well, that seems to be working. Thank you for testing that, Fish.
Here we go.
Oh gosh. Hi Faith. Oh, you're in your new outfit.
We're gonna roll it out to the right.
I don't know if I told you this, but I started streaming, so we're live on Twitch and YouTube. Just so you're aware. I've been doing this for a while. Just for like either the Discord stream, if anyone at all. But Faith is from Europe, so it's very early in the morning for her. So we probably won't see her too much. We got a rare treat tonight.
I broke my schedule.
Yeah, Faith is also rocking a new outfit that looks great.
Are you streaming on Twitch?
Yep. And YouTube.
What's your name on Twitch?
Say again?
What's your name on Twitch?
Oh, Leo of Empires. L and E are capitalized. I really should put something in the Discord. I don't know what would be the prudent thing to do.
Speed this up, here
Say again?
Found it.
Ah, nice.
Two more times.
Thought I saw Mighty come in. This is Project Leo. I do a weekly. Well, it varies. It's mostly exercise. Tonight's going to be Tai
Here we
Chi.
go.
We do dance on Fridays, though. But I am streaming, just so you know. You're welcome to join if you like. Just don't know if you know what I do is all. But yes, we just finished the warm-up. So now we're going to do some Tai Chi. Let me grab the link and then we'll get started. Whew. Yep, that got me nice and warmed up. Where is my... There it is. Gotta grab the cleanest link I can muster. Then we should be golden. There's Mighty. How you doing? This is going to be very different energy than y'all might be used to. Tai Chi is very much focus, concentration. Yes, I am streaming. I don't know if you heard me when I said before. On Twitch and on... Okay, cool. Yeah, nothing too new. They do stream on VRD as well.
To begin the 24 form and really any Tai Chi form, you want to start...
I forget his videos are very quiet, so you might turn your volume up if you're here live.
Is you stand with your feet right next to each other, pointing forward. You want to bend your knees just enough so they aren't locked straight, so they're just barely bent. You tilt the hips to straighten out the curvature of the lower back. Gently press your chin back to straighten out the curvature of the neck. You relax your chest and shoulders. Gently sink the chest. This is all very similar to how you would stand if you were doing a stationary Qigong practice. But instead, you're standing and just relaxing the hands to your side. And you really want to feel your energy, your body's weight sinking down into the lower dantian, and you want to feel your roots growing deep into the ground. Whether you imagine that as actual roots growing from your feet into the ground or that your feet are sinking several inches into the ground, whatever helps you feel that connection to the ground, feel very solid and attached to the ground. You want to make sure that your weight is evenly
This is the part that's always a challenge for me, trying to really kind of let myself sink and let my energy be very rooted.
Gently press your tongue against the roof of your mouth. You feel that connection to the ground. You concentrate on the lower belly, and you relax as much as possible without losing structure.
Really feel that
And what
in
you want to
here.
do is just become present. So rather than thinking about what you're going to be doing in the form or thinking about what happened during the day or anything else that might be running around in your mind, you want to just be aware of your body's alignment, its relaxation, your surroundings, be aware of your surroundings but not focus on them. You're not really focusing on anything in particular, you're just aware of your surroundings, you're aware of your body's energy flow, you're aware of your structure, but you're not particularly focused on any one thing. And that's basically where you want
Another
your
bit of
mind
a
to
tough
be
one for
when you're
me.
getting ready to start the form. So you get your body structure lined up.
Just do the best we can.
You relax into that stance. You can close your eyes if you want to, or you can keep them slightly open. That's up to you. The idea is a soft focus. If you have them open, don't focus on anything in particular. Just relax and prepare yourself mentally and physically to start the form. So once you feel sufficiently relaxed and sufficiently present to begin, the actual movements that you're going to go through is bend your knees slightly, more than they were before. You're going to shift your weight, your focus, and your root into your right leg. So your left leg is going to be free to move around and do whatever it wants while your right leg is supporting you. You want to make sure that your body...
Normally I mirror what happens on the screen, but for these,
by leaning, so you want to stay straight up and down, and
since it's a specific form, I'm trying to really focus the left and left. So when he says left, I'm going to move my left instead of mirroring what he does.
The heel comes off the floor first, then the toe comes off the floor. of the left leg, and you're going to step straight out to the left and gently touch with the toe. Then you're going to set it down onto the heel as you shift, bringing your weight evenly between the two legs so that your root is now in both legs instead of just the right.
This form's a little hard to
Now, as I
do with a
mentioned
limited
before,
play
after you
space.
bend the knees and you put the root in the right leg and you're getting ready to step, you want to make sure that you don't counterbalance by leaning. That's not a good step, and this is another mistake that you don't want to make when you step out, falling onto that foot. That's also not a good step.
Yes, toe makes contact and then
Problem is,
way to
when
shift
you
it.
bend the knee and then you step out.
Oops,
You're
I just leaned.
You're not maintaining
All my
your
weight's
structure,
here.
You're not maintaining your good posture and your alignment to allow
I'm
your
just
body to
lifting my
maintain
leg out.
to maintain a structure
Toe
where your
makes
body supports
contact.
itself rather than a lot of muscles
Then
getting involved.
let the
You have movement
heel
muscles
come
involved,
down as my weight
structure, and you're
shifts
straight up and down.
between my two
And
legs.
off to the side, and you have to tense up all your side, you have to tense up your leg, you have to do all kinds of different things that weren't necessary before. So keep your posture straight up and down as you step out to the side. Now when you step, you want control of your balance the entire time. You don't want to come out and then fall onto that leg. As we do any steps,
It's like we're tapping.
you always want to have a rooted leg that's solid. The other leg can move around wherever it needs to and go where it needs to, do what it needs to.
Yeah, there's a lot of this action going on
So you step.
while we
Whether you're
do
stepping
our
with the heel or whether
moves.
you are here stepping with the toe, you want to make sure that you can touch and then pick up that leg and set it back down without having to shift your balance all around. Because you should be solid on this leg. You should be like a pillar here. And when this one comes out and does its thing, you're still solid until you're ready to shift and establish a root in that leg. Then you can do your shift.
Oh gosh, I wish Matt were here. I feel like, do I have any authority to be saying anything? But
When you have a place to establish that root, then you set the heel down and you shift the weight in between the two legs. Now both roots are equal. The weight is even between the two legs. When you're first learning this move,
what does the title say? Does it say Tai Chi or does it say Modern Workout?
quite well. It's not a bad idea to try to spend quite a bit of time on that one leg as you're stepping out, rather than just stepping out and getting that over with, because that really does a good
For
job
me,
of
it's
training
just
your
the
root and training
link
your
of
balance
YouTube.
as you're taking that step
Oh,
nice and slow.
okay, cool.
Down.
Yeah, for some reason it's showing me yesterday's title in my little
The nice thing
window
is that it's
here.
a simple enough move
So I was like,
that
oh, I
as
hope
you
it's
do it, it
right.
doesn't
Because like I
become
actually had that happen.
You can just focus
There's
on
Matt.
control
Awesome. Okay, good.
control
Now
of the
now I know that there's someone who could yell at
balance,
me
so
if
you're
I say
thinking
something
about
just
different
wrong.
things. So once again, the knees bend slightly, the root goes into the right leg, you step out with the left, gently touching.
Yes, hello Matt. Thank you so much for being here. I didn't even message you. You just do.
As you do this, your hands are at the side.
It does. Good, good, good,
Hands
good.
are at your side, palms facing in. As you bend the knees, the hands stay at your side. As you step out, the hands stay at the side. And then as you shift, the hands stay at the side. From here, you're going to push up with the legs. And as you push up, you're going to raise the arms. Now, the thing you want to be careful of here is that you don't build up tension in
Right.
your shoulders.
See, that's the other thing I have
It's not an
a
upper
problem
body.
with is
You feel like the arms are raising because you're pushing up from the base, and that's flowing up through
keeping
your
my
lower
body
spine
completely
in
relaxed.
the upper half of the body. So
Oh, I can move the camera a little bit. And if
like a balloon, expanding,
if Mighty doesn't want to be in the shot, that's okay.
and then as you sink, you press down with the arms and bend the knees. So after you've
But
sat
if you
down,
do, I will move the
even
camera
between
back
the
a
two
bit.
legs. Let's breathe in, push up with the legs,
There
raise
we
the
go.
arms, keeping the arms and the shoulders relaxed. Then as you exhale, you're going to bend the knees and sink, pressing down with the hands at the same time. So the distance
Man, I
you're
even
gonna
put
travel as
my
a
other
result,
tracker on my
you're gonna
foot
come
so you
up to
can
about
see me
shoulder
doing
height.
this.
You don't want to bring them
Now
up
my
too
right
high.
one is still
The
broken,
shoulders
but at least the left
and
one
as
is
they
working.
sink, they sink down to about waist level, about here. So you don't want them to drop all the way down, and when you come up, you don't want to bring them up way high.
Keep
They
relaxed.
just come from the sides as you straighten the legs,
No tension, just raise
and
and
then
lower.
as you sink, bending the knees, you press down with the palms.
It's funny, I did some qigong this morning, so I'm like still kind of in that
With
mode a
this
little
move,
bit
you can
when I'm
almost think
like,
of your hands kind of like jellyfish, not in that they're floppy and they don't really have any structure to them, but in that as the wrist moves, the fingers are going to follow. So when the hands come up, the wrist is leading and the fingers are following. And then as the elbows and the wrist sink, the fingers come up a little above the wrist as you press down. So one last time from here, as you inhale, it's up. And as you exhale, down. Now, I have
All right, not too bad.
that some schools teach it this way, so I'm not saying this is wrong, but it's not the way that I learned it, so I have my students do it a particular way. If the way you've learned it is different,
I don't know how loud that is when I'm doing my recalibration. Hopefully it's not too loud.
Require you to do this move. Notice that as you're pushing up with the legs, the arms are coming up at the same time, and as you're bending the legs, the hands are sinking at the same time. What I've seen several new students do as they begin this is they do the step out, they shift, but then here, when they shift, instead of shifting with the knees bent, they shift with the legs almost straight. Then as they raise the arms, they bend the knees, and then as they push up with the legs, they drop the hands.
That's
So that's the
backwards.
opposite of what we're wanting to do with our hands. Instead of going down as the hands come up and going up as the hands go down, we want the hands to match the body motion. So we would go up as the hands go up and sink down as the hands go down. So that is the beginning posture in the Tai Chi 24 form. That's the details on it, so let's go through it several times from beginning to end. So you start with your feet together, you relax, you line your body, relax your mind.
Remember, focus on the pit of your stomach. Let your feet have your energy rooted in the ground.
Bend the knees, root into the right leg, step out with the left, shift, so the weight's even between the legs, breathe in, bring the arms up as you straighten the legs, breathe
Interesting.
out, sink, and press down at the same time. So it's bend
Yeah,
the
this is my ignorance about Tai Chi coming in,
want to bend forward or bend back,
where I don't really know.
root into the right leg,
All I know is
straighten
24
the
form,
left foot,
and I thought that was the style.
as you breathe in, come up, and as you breathe out, sink, still keeping the back straight, lowering the hands. So
But I have to do more research about this particular instructor
drop the hands down,
to get any more insights on what his style
back
is.
stays straight as you raise and as you lower. So
Now, it's hard to represent on this avatar, but my feet are roughly hip
root
distance.
into the right leg. You're going to step straight out to the left with the left foot, gently touch and shift. As you breathe in, push up, the arms raise. As you breathe out, everything sinks down and you press down with the hands. Now, as you're doing the sinking portion of this here, you can imagine that your hands are pressing down maybe on a tabletop or a stone slab or whatever it is that you want to be pressing down on. And it's not your muscles that are allowing you to push down. You're relaxed and your body's sinking as if it's becoming more heavy.
Oh,
And
interesting.
at the same time, it's like your wrists and
I
your
kind of
shoulders
feel
are
it.
becoming more heavy and you're pressing down. And it's the body's sinking that supplies the power for you to push down. It's not you pushing down. So it's kind of an odd concept if you're not used to thinking of your body sinking, supplying that power. That's the way to practice this move. As you're sinking, it's your body's weight sinking, it's your body's energy sinking that's supplying the power for that push down with the palms. So that's all that there is to this particular move, the first move of the 24 form. Hopefully you found this video very useful. Thank you so much for watching.
All right. Interesting. We got it. We've done a few of these Tai Chi follow-alongs, and it seems like they always
In this
begin.
video, I want to talk to you about a product that I've been using for a lot of years now.
Okay, we're not going to stick around for the ad, but
And if you're into taking supplements, you will probably absolutely love this too. It's called Daily Complete, and it's put out by a company called...
oh yes, I'm transitioning Thursdays more towards Tai Chi. Although this is going to be an unusually long Tai Chi segment, just because there's of what I'm going to try and cover today.
I take 1 ounce of this and I'm done. Now this is one of the products that I used extensively while I was over in
But hopefully,
and I think it was
as it gets along, we find a good balance. But we're going to go ahead and do the next move now.
Now the last thing that I really like about it, it's awesome, is it's just simple to take. So if you're like, all right, it's time to take my supplements with my lunch or whatever, you literally just open it up, get a little ounce glass out, pour yourself an ounce. Done. Swallow it.
Now, everything else, though, after the Tai Chi is finished, will still be the same. We'll still do our victory lap, and then we'll take a picture. And Mighty, if you like, I do have a Discord server, so I can send you an invite after we're finished. But yeah, we do Tai Chi on Thursdays, dance on Fridays, and then workouts on Mondays and Wednesdays. Mondays are more classic, and Wednesdays are more modern.
We'll talk about some pitfalls that students fall into when they're first learning this move, and then we'll go through it several times in different directions so you can see kind of what it looks like.
And just like before, I'm not going to be mirroring. If he says left leg, I'm going to use my left leg, etc., etc.
There's the beginning portion, which is the transition from the first posture, the 24 form, which we did in the last video. There's a transition from that move to get us ready to do this particular posture. Then this posture is repeated 3 times.
Looks like Yui's joining us now.
Considered one posture, there's still quite a bit to it, including a transition before you actually get to the move. So we're going to start working on just the transition. We just finished the last form with the hand settled in front
We
of us.
sank into the ground.
The way that we're going to do our transition is we're going to take the right hand, and it's going to go out, up, and down in front. Just about chest level, extended slightly. So you don't want it flat right up against you. You want it rounded out in front of you, here, not here, but here. So it does that, over the top and down. Has a long way it has to go till it gets there. This bottom hand, the left hand, is a little bit lazier for this move anyway. So all it has to do while the right hand's going all the way around, coming over on top, this left hand just turns palm up and comes up underneath. Again, the arm's rounded, the palm's up, the arm is relaxed but has good structure, and the right hand ends here. So we're going to do just the hands, not worry about the feet just yet.
Hello, Yui. Blah, blah, blah. I gotta do the locks thing.
The right hand circles over the top, and the left one scoops underneath, and they stop like you're holding a ball in front of you at about the same time they stop. So you don't want the right hand to get there, then the left hand to come. You don't want the left hand to get there, then the right hand to have to catch up. You want to time it so that they both get there at the same time. There. And it's like you're holding a ball in front of you. So we'll do it one more time with just the hands. From here, the end of our last posture, the right hand comes over the top, the left scoops underneath, and they end in front of you like you're holding maybe a basketball or a beach ball in front of you. Now the footwork on this is really simple. All you're doing is taking your weight from the middle, shifting it to the right, establishing your root there, and stepping in with the left foot. So it's essentially the exact opposite of how we got out into that stance in the first. Only instead of stepping out this time, we're establishing the root in the right leg, picking up the heel first, then the toe, stepping in, and we're not going to set the foot down flat. We're going to leave it so
we're
it's
going to leave it.
on the toe
All right.
next to the right foot. So now let's do it all together. Hands pressing down in front. The right hand's going to circle over the top. The left is going to scoop underneath. You're going to shift to the right and step in with the left foot. So from here, you begin shifting as the hands start moving. And then as you step in, the left hand and the left leg come in at the same time here. So you can almost imagine that that left hand grabs that left leg and pulls it in, and they move in at the same rate. They don't actually make contact, but you can think of the two as being connected. As soon as that hand gets there, they move in together.
Parallel.
So again, from here, the right hand circles over the top. You begin shifting to the right, establishing your root there. Step in with the left. As the left hand comes in.
See, this is what I was talking about. Really working on concentration and focus to make sure my arm is moving in tandem with my left is moving in tandem with my leg, etc.
Beginning posture to get ready to do parting a horse's mane. So now we're actually going to work on the posture. Since we've done the transition, let's do the posture together. So I'm going to begin as if I just finished that transition.
Wow.
And the first part of this is a circle step, gently touching with the heel. And then as you shift forward, You sweep out. I stepped with the left foot. I'm going to sweep out with the left hand, press down with the right. Here. You rock back, turn, bring the
We're
right
facing
foot
away from the
next to left
camera.
foot and the right hand underneath. From here,
Oh,
again, you
underneath.
circle step, gently touching with the heel. Now my right foot is forward, the right hand sweeps out as the left hand presses down. I rock back, turn, bring the left hand and the left foot in. Now I'm right back where I started, just after I finished the transition. Then I do one more circle step, gently touch with the heel, and as I shift, the left hand comes out, the right pushes down, and I stop there. So that may seem like quite a bit, but let's go ahead and break it down. We're going to start with just the footwork. I'm going to start facing to the side so you can see what I'm doing as I come toward you. Just finish the transition. Now we're going to forget about the hands.
Okay.
What the feet do, after you're rooted in this right leg, you do a circle step with the left. Gently touch with the heel. Then as you shift forward, your body rotates into this position. So now I'm in a forward stance. My front leg is bent, carrying about 60% of the weight. The back leg is almost straight, has a slight bend in it. My hips have turned forward. My body is facing forward. So once again, it's a circle step, gently touch, shift. Now something that you may notice is that my feet are not on a straight line here. So if I
Parting
go and
horses
bring that back
mane.
foot up, they're on either side of each other. That's important for balance to the sides. If I bring this foot around and I stop it, so it's on the same line as this back foot, then I'm going to be all wobbly because it's like I'm walking a tightrope. If I were to bring that foot straight forward, it would run into the back of the other foot. That's what you do not want. When you do this circle step, you sweep around, gently touch, shift forward, and settle, and the feet should be offset enough that if you bring that back foot forward, it's going to be next to the front foot, not running into it. On the flip side of that, you don't want your feet super wide apart because that leaves you open to attack. And if you're practicing this only for health, that's not something you really have to worry about. But if you
Yeah, I was about to say,
wide,
like,
it makes
I don't think
practice
anyone's going to be attacking us,
a little more
but
awkward. So try to keep it in kind of that golden range where it's just wide enough so that they're next to each other.
but you want to
but
keep
not so
your
wide
balance,
that
to be
it's
sure.
wide open for
You don't
attack.
want a gust of
So
wind
once you've
or
done this circle step,
a small tremor to be able to knock you
forward.
over.
The next
That
part
could
of
be
this
an
is
attack
rock
in a
back.
sense.
And as you rock back, you want to make sure you don't lean back. You keep your body straight up and down, and you just shift straight back. And at the same time, you lift the toe of the front foot. You're going to rotate that foot away from your center line, so it goes out, away from you. Turns, you shift, establish the root on that leg, so you don't want to just barely shift and then try to hop and get that foot
Oh,
to
see, that's a
lose
problem I'd been
balance.
doing too.
You want to turn the foot and establish your root there.
Put
and
your
then
weight
bring
on
the
it.
foot in deliberately and set it down deliberately, facing the opposite
Ooh.
direction of where you started. So I started that move facing this way. When I finished, I was facing this way. If I were to do it again, with the circle step coming out with the right foot, set it down, shift forward, turn forward, rock back, turn away from the center line, establish that root, then bring the left leg in. Now I'm facing the direction that I was facing when I started. So that's the footwork that's done over and over and over in this particular exercise.
Ooh,
You start with the feet together.
my balance.
Weights rooted in the right leg. Circle step with the left. Shift forward, twist forward, weights forward. But not bending forward, you're still straight up and down.
Hi, Deck.
Shift back,
You came in during my
front toe,
Tai Chi night.
turn it away from your center line.
We do-
Shift,
I do
establish
weekly
the root,
workouts
and
4
bring the
nights a
other foot
week.
in. Circle
We
step,
stream on Twitch and YouTube, so I am on stream right now.
and shift. My weights forward. Structure
But
still
you're always
straight.
welcome if you want to
Hips
join.
facing forward.
It's very different than what normally happens in the VRD world, but
Turn the foot away from my center
I
line.
figure it's something different and
Establish the root.
okay.
Bring the
You're
back
welcome to
foot
do
in
that too.
And gently touch. Again, circle step, gently touch. Shift forward. Twist so that I'm facing forward. Rock back. Turn the foot away from the center line. Shift, establish the root. Bring the feet together. So what we're going to do now that we have our
I'm going to start a little bit over to the right so I don't get out of my No, I'm very grateful that you're here to tell me how this differs from your form. Matt here is actually
circle
achieved
step.
a level of experience in Tai
And then as I
Chi
shift forward and twist,
to where he is able to instruct.
this
And I was
motion of the
hoping
lower dantian
to
moves
develop
here.
a program, not like a pro, like nothing so like
Not moving without it.
formal as a program, but I would like to see some kind of like
And this
variation on the style that works in limited VR
through
spaces.
and affects what the
And
hands do.
Matt is
So
doing
after
is
I do
helping me
that circle
tremendously
step
to do
out,
just that.
as I shift forward,
But I'm
the
sort
twisting and
of
the
familiarizing
movement
myself
powers
with
the left hand coming out and the right hand just
with
drops
the
down to the
form
side.
in the process.
There. Now here, be careful that your toe is not outrun by your knee. So you want your knee to stop before it gets to the toe.
Yeah, just like when we're stretching, you don't want your knee in front of your toe.
Because that's a weaker stance, and it's also not healthy for your
Not
knee.
good
So if you can't
for your
tell,
knees.
if you're shifting too far, it's not a bad idea to watch. And as soon as the tip of your toe disappears, stop shifting forward. And that'll
Now,
teach you
obviously, we
about
can't
what
see
you
our
need to do.
toes like this, but
Once you're here, you rock back. So footwork's the same, keeping the structure the same. As you turn, this front hand, the left hand, is palm up at the end of this motion. When you rock back, it's still palm up. As that foot turns away from the center line, it's going to rotate so that the palm goes down. So the thumb goes from facing out, comes over the top, and points in the direction of your center as opposed to facing away where it started. So when you finish this, the thumb's facing away from your center line. You rock back, and as the hand turns, the thumb travels over the top toward the center line. And while it's doing that, you're twisting. And then this bottom hand just scoops up as you come in. Here. You do your circle step, gently touch. As you shift, the right leg is forward, so the right hand comes out, the left hand presses down. Here. Again, the body motion moves the arm doesn't move by itself. Here. You rock back. The hand is palm up, thumb is facing out to the side. As I turn my foot away from my center line, that thumb is going to rotate over the top and point in the opposite of the direction it started. So from here, rock back, turn, hand rotates, shift forward. This left hand is just going to scoop up as I step in. Again, like you're holding that ball in front of you.
Ooh, a lot to remember on this one.
Do the circle step.
Can go back to my home position here.
As you shift, again, the waist, lower dantian, powering the motion. Right hand presses down. Here. So the most common pitfalls that I see in new students who are learning this move is the first one is that they like
Hi,
to
Raven
step and
Kaito.
move the arm at the
Yes,
same
tonight
time.
is Tai Chi night.
Now there's a very good reason why you don't want to step.
We're learning our
move the
second
arm at the same
move.
time. Actually, there's several reasons, but we'll start with this one. The first is that with any
Parting
technique,
horse's
you need a solid
mane.
foundation and a root to be able to
It's
apply
funny,
technique
the
that
first
within
couple
Tai
of
Chi
streams has been almost
follow
exclusively Twitch chat,
your motions
but
to
tonight
be
has been
purposeful
almost
movements.
exclusively
Now,
YouTube
if I
chat.
do the step and move the arm at the same time, I'm starting to direct this motion up, forward, and out before I even have a root or somewhere to establish a root in that front leg. So I'm starting this technique with the upper body at the same time I'm stepping with the lower body. It's not giving me time to establish a
think more
solid
like this.
root to be able to apply this technique with my body's motion. I'm having to fall into it. So what you want to make sure that you do is step first. The foot goes
Step first.
then the body follows. So what happens is you do your circle step. Then as you shift forward and twist, notice that my hands haven't gone anywhere.
Okay.
Wait, what's your
Everything stays where it is
YouTube
except
name?
for that foot.
Leo Empire, it's the
Gonna
same.
open another tab.
Direct the power
You can go for it.
up through the waist, up through the
Yes,
body,
it is
and
Fish.
establish
Fish is
the root in that
here
front leg
today.
as I'm shifting here. So I can put power into that move here using my body's motion to get into it instead of falling into it. So make sure you step first. Give yourself
Step
so much
first.
the root and then move the rest of the body.
Interesting.
So from here, you step first. Hands don't move. Shift forward. and twist. A second very common pitfall for this particular move is to keep the arm in too close. Now this particular move is used mainly for a throw. And so what you're wanting to do is get your body as close to your opponent as possible, pulling their attacking arm out of the way. You come up under that arm and you twist to tip them back. And you trip them over your legs.
Oh, okay.
So this motion. You want that arm full, you want it extended, you want to twist, and
Well, that definitely changes how I think about the move.
What you want to do is this, as you turn. So you don't want the arm in really close, bent, coming here. There are two different reasons that I've seen students do that, where they keep the arm in really close. One is because maybe they're a little bit...
So it's like almost like rooting my arm in the unbendable form, which I learned in Aikido, where like it's slightly bent, but you're not going to be able to bend it by force.
You're feeling it out, that's fine, but I want you to know ahead of time this should be an open, extended motion.
And then once I have my heel down, I'm just extending that unbendable arm and then using my body to turn it. And that's what gives me the leverage to break whoever is holding on to me. That's kind of what I'm thinking now.
They want to make it that chest block, so they keep that
Interesting.
distance away from their side. They keep this about shoulder height.
So this is a significant difference compared to the previous one, which was just a wider stance.
I studied karate before starts with that. And it's not that that's a wrong technique. Chest blocks are a very useful technique, especially if someone's trying to punch you in the chest. You can deflect that, and it's all good. And it's not that the technique is wrong or bad.
I'm trying to remember
In some sense, it's not that
We're
there's
scooping.
anything wrong with karate, or that I think down on that. I think karate is an excellent art, and their chest blocks are very good techniques. The only reason that I bring it up and that I have them change it is because the meaning of this particular move is not a chest block. So if you're thinking of it as a chest block, then you're thinking of the movement wrong, and you're going to move your body in an incorrect manner.
Well, now I feel like what the epiphany I just came into was bad.
Keeping the arm in close and trying to block something with it instead of trying to uproot someone as you turn.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think my thinking is wrong.
If you have maybe a punching bag like we have back here, or if you have some posts like we have over here, try going up to the post or the punching bag, keep the arm in really close, and try moving it with the arm there. Try making it shift to the side. Now you'll probably feel that you have a lot of pressure right here on the bicep, maybe in the side of the arm. As you're pushing, the shoulder tenses up and you're trying to make that happen, but you're having to use a lot of arm strength, and it's not going to feel very strong with your arm in so close. Now try it again with extending the arm out. Start with your shoulder resting against the punching bag and just twist, or the post, either way, or if you have someone you can work with, try pushing them over with that.
Yeah, use your core. Engage your core. That's the trick.
Twist with the arm extended, and you'll feel that allows a lot more force to be placed into that bag than if you have the arm in close. So it might seem like a really nitpicky thing for me to sit here and stress, talking for minutes now, about keeping the arm extended, but it is important to do the technique correctly, that you have it extended out and that you aren't thinking of it as a chest block. It's a throw, and you need to open up and allow that
left.
throw
All right, there we go.
powerful instead of keeping it there.
Circle step.
Now, the last pitfall that I see a lot of times as students are learning this one is as they step out, they turn this hand palm down as they're turning. So at the end, the palm's either facing forward or facing the floor. These are not okay variations for this particular move. As you come out, keep the palm up through the motion. Now, in Chen style, at least the way that I learned it, when you do the parting the horse's main move, there's an end piece where you settle and the palm turns down. That's not expressed in this particular motion of the Yang style, at least not here.
Oh, hey.
Now, the reason for
He
that
just
is
said the Yang style. Is that what you said?
Turn the hand and settle to push them down. So if they're starting to go back, you have them almost there with this, and then you can drop and twist, turning the palm down, and help them go right.
Oh, sorry, Faith. Yeah,
But in Yang style, they finish it.
You got
here.
the unbendable arm concept, right? Like, it's not fully extending your arm. It's just like you know how your arm is when it's just hanging. Like you're not really doing anything, straightening or flexing. You just kind of pick your arm up like that. Like, don't change your arm state. That's it. That's the one. That's your like your resting position. Your best arm state. And that's what I'm basically doing. Like, even though I'm in a bent form here, I'm sort of extending to that point. Oh, gosh, kitten.
And come in. So those are the most
Pesto, you shouldn't be here while I'm working out. Move away.
There are obviously other ones, but I think that covers the majority of the most common pitfalls anyway. So now let's go through this several times together and really get down.
Come on, Pesto.
Fitting in the form. So I'm going to do it one more time facing.
I'm not playing with you. Come on.
Circle step. Gently touch with the heel. Shift forward. My left leg is forward, so my left hand goes out. I rock back. Turn. The left hand turns
Come on.
down. As I turn, and it stays on top, and the right hand
There we
stays
go.
on bottom. Now I circle step.
That actually worked pretty well.
Gently touch. Shift forward. The
So I
right
had
hand
to
comes out.
extract a cat.
Right hand's palm up, left hand's palm down. I rock back. As I turn, the right hand turns palm down. As I twist, this left hand stays on the bottom, the right hand stays on top. Establish the root. Bring the left leg in, the left hand's underneath like you're holding a ball in front. One more time, circle step with the left. As you shift forward and twist, the left hand goes out.
Once
The
again.
right hand drops. We'll start at the
Wait,
end.
did he say that right? Because I did it
First
different.
posture.
Oh man, now I feel like I'm
Go
doing it
through
wrong
the
again.
transition. So we shift to the right hand comes over the top, the left hand
Oh, we're
scoops underneath.
transitioning.
Here, finish with the right hand on top, left hand on bottom, rooted in the right leg. Circle step with the left leg. As you shift forward, the left hand sweeps out, right hand pushes down to the side. Rock back, turn.
Okay,
the left
turning our
turns
hand,
palm down,
turning our
turn to the
foot.
left. Shift, establish your root in the left leg.
Got the root in the
Right
left
hand
leg.
sweeps up underneath. Circle step with the right leg.
There we
Gently
go.
Touch with the heel. As you shift forward, the right hand goes out, palm up.
And I got too close to the right again.
About shoulder height, arms only slightly bent. Left hand is palm down next to your side.
Oops, left hand's here.
Rock back, the right toe lifts.
Okay.
Turn to the right, right hand turns palm down. Shift forward, establish your root in the right leg, and the left side comes together. Circle step with the left.
It's resetting here.
Gently touch with the heel. Shift forward, left hand comes out, right hand drops down. So, at the end of the last posture, right hand scoops
Rock
over
back.
the top, left scoops underneath.
Then left
step
foot,
with the left leg.
twisting out, right arm,
Circle step
palm
with the left.
down,
Gently
scoop,
touch with the
while
heel.
after
Shift
rooting with the
forward,
left leg.
Left hand sweeps out. Rock back. Left hand turns palm down. Turn to the left. Right side comes together. Circle step with the right. Gently touch. Shift forward. Right hand extends out in front. Palm up.
And then we're back to where we were at the
Back.
start.
Turn to the right. Left hand scoops underneath. Right hand stays on top.
Fish, you gotta resist that a little bit. We're supposed to be relaxing. Don't be spooking
Left
people.
hand comes out. Palm up. Now I'll do it going away from you. So the right hand circles over the top, the left side comes in. Right hand on top, left hand underneath. Circle step, gently touch with the heel. Shift forward, left hand goes out, right hand drops. Rock back, turn to the left hand turns palm down. Bring the right side in, right hand's on the bottom, left hand's on top. Circle step with the right foot, gently touch with the heel. As you shift forward, the right hand goes out.
Thank you,
Rock
Fish.
back. Turn to the right. Bring the left hand and the left leg in. Left hand's on the bottom, right hand's on the top. Circle step with the
Resetting.
right leg. Gently touch with the heel. Shift forward. Left hand out.
I think that's what he said. Yeah, yang.
Circle the right hand over top. Left side scoops in underneath. Rooted in the right leg. Circle step with the left. Gently touch with the heel as you shift. Left hand comes out. Right hand drops down. Rock back. Turn away from the center line. Right leg comes in. Right hand scoops underneath. Right hand's on the bottom. Left hand's on the top. Circle step with the right leg.
Resetting again.
Gently touch with the heel. As you shift forward, the right hand comes out. Left hand presses down. Rock back, turn to the right, right hand turns palm down, bring the left side in, circle step one more time, gently touching with the heel, left hand comes out, palm up. So when you finish, your left foot should be forward and your left arm should be extended forward so it matches.
Okay, so I definitely got
From the end of the last posture, the
I
right
definitely
foot
got
comes
it
over the top,
backwards at some point.
comes in as the left side comes in down below. Circle step with the left, shift forward.
Okay,
left
here's where I
hand
am.
comes out. Rock back, turn, bring the feet together. Circle step with the right, gently touch. As you shift forward, the right hand comes out.
I got too close to this again.
Rock back, turn, feet come together. Circle step with the left, gently touch with the heel, shift forward, left side comes forward, and that's where you stop.
Okay, so we're just getting to this point and then stopping.
Left comes in. Circle step with the left foot. As you shift forward, the left hand comes out, palm up. Rock back, turn to the left side. Bring the right side.
Oh no, Faith.
Circle step with the right foot. Gently touch. The right
Okay,
hand
let's
comes
do a
out,
quick
the
picture
hip
then.
comes
No,
out.
no, no. I want to get a picture with you.
Comes out,
We'll do that real
palm
quick.
up.
All right, everyone want to come in for a picture real quick?
Turn to the right. Left hand
We'll just take one right now. I mean, adjust the camera.
circle step, gently touch with
Oops.
the left, shift forward, left hand comes out, palm up. So that's all that there is to parting the horse's mane.
All right.
Practice it a lot.
You want to move in a little bit, Mighty?
Try to move on to the next video for the next movement of the 24 form. And if there are any parts
All right, we're ready. 5 seconds.
or if you would just like to work on this move a lot without only doing the 3 that are required in the 24 form, check out the stepping sets.
All right.
Videos that
Thank you
I
so much,
have.
everyone. Faith,
Several different types
thank you
of
for
postures,
coming. It was great to see you
focusing on
again.
the style and the parting the horse's
Hope you
mane
have a good
is
rest of your
wonderful.
night. Sleep well
So
when
it
you do.
matches what we're doing
We'll
here.
keep going. I just wanted to make sure we didn't lose Faith without a picture.
So I hope you found this video very useful for your training. Thank you so much for watching.
Although it looks like we are finished with that form. So now this next move is going to be basically putting the two together.
You will probably absolutely love this too. It's called Daily Complete, and it's put out by a company called Pure Trim. This is what it looks like. And the reason I love this so much is because, one, it's a liquid, so I don't have to pull the pills when I take it. Two, it has over 200 nutrients in it.
Okay.
So I'm taking several different supplements, trying to get the same amount.
Let's go ahead and
of
get this one going.
bottle. I take 1 ounce of this and I'm done. Now, this is one of the products that I used extensively in training, and I think it was invaluable for me for keeping my energy.
Hi, Amber.
And making sure I was getting proper nutrition while I was doing
We're about to put the two moves that we practiced together in the very beginning of the 24 form for Tai Chi. You're welcome to join in or just watch. But bear in mind, I am streaming on Twitch and YouTube right now as part of my Project Leo series.
Linking them together. I've heard from several people that something that would be useful is being able to see how the movements come together. So in this video, we're focusing on the first 2 movements of the Young
You're
Style
cute too,
24
Fish.
form, and we're going to continue going through this form and basically just linking it all together until the final video is me walking you through the entire form. But today we're just focusing
Going to kind of favor the right side here once again to start, just because I know
horse's mane 3 times.
we're going to be parting the horse's mane to my left.
I'm assuming you've already learned these movements through the Yang Style 24 form video series, so I'm not going to go into great detail in the movements. This is really just me leading you through the forms, leading you through the movements, and linking them together so that the movements that you already know can fall into place in the overall picture of the whole form.
We will
So
have
if you're looking
practiced
to learn
them
the
at that
24
point.
form from scratch, I recommend that you check out the video series that I have teaching the 24 form so that you can learn the details of the movements before trying to actually link the movements together. So as I go through
Yep,
these
I did not
movements,
make that
each
mistake.
movement
Or rather, I
starts
did
with
make
the
that
form
mistake
facing
where
you,
I
and
started
once as
with
if I see
the
form facing
the
forward,
entire
just open
demonstration
your
of the
legs so
24
they're
form,
facing away from you, as
just
if you're
kind of
facing
trying to
towards
follow
the
along,
form,
obviously
as
not
if you're
getting
standing behind
the
the
small
bottle.
details,
So
which
let's
is
go ahead and get
quite
started.
important in
So
Tai
as I
Chi.
go
So I'm
through
glad
this
he
form,
definitely
I'm going
said,
to be using the
shift your weight
coordination that I
now.
do in many of my
Now's when
videos,
you
starting the
move. Now you
forms
turn.
always
So
starting
yeah,
facing south.
definitely
So when I begin
good
the
to get the
form
details.
facing you, facing this direction is facing south. This direction then would be east, that would be north, and over here would be west. And the reason that we use those directions is that it makes it a little bit more easy to tell you which direction we're going as we go through this form. For example, if I step out here, I'm stepping to the left of my body, but then as I shift, I'm turning this way. So now I'm going forward. I'm not really going to the left anymore. So if I say go to the left and then shift forward, well, you're still forward here. So does that mean you're shifting this way? Or do you turn and then are you shifting to the left then, but then you're forward? So it can get confusing if I use just left and right. So what I'm going to use instead is say that I start the form facing this way. So this is south. When I do that step, I'm stepping with the left foot to the east. So now you know I'm going this way. And you don't have to worry about where I'm oriented as far as left and right goes. I'm going to the east. Then I shift to the left leg and turn to face east. I rock back, turn toward the north, and bring the feet together facing north.
Oh yeah, that's
So
parting the
that
horse's
allows you
mane we
to
just learned.
keep track of where things are supposed to be, or where you're supposed to be facing, moving, and stepping as we go through this form. So let's go ahead and go through the first two movements of the 24 form together. So starting facing to the south, feet are together, knees slightly bent, taking out any excess tilt in the hips, elongating the spine, tucking the chin slightly, arms relaxed to either side of the body. You're going to bend the knees further, root into the right leg, and then step out toward the east with the left leg. You're going to touch with the toe, set the heel down, and shift your weight so it's even between both legs. Breathe in, straighten the legs slightly as you bring the arms up. Breathe out and sink down, pressing down with the hands. You're going to shift your weight to the right leg, circle over the top with the right hand, underneath with the left, and pull the left leg in next to the right foot. Now we're going to circle step out with the left foot toward the east, setting down the heel, and we're going to turn toward the east, extending the left arm out, palm up, for parting the horse's mane number 1. Rock back, turn toward the north as the left hand turns palm down. Bring your feet together, facing north. Circle step with the right foot.
He still goes through each step. It's just because we did it so focused
Shift toward
before.
the east, the right hand comes out, palm up.
It's a lot easier to follow.
Rock back. Turn again to the south this time. Embrace that ball in front of you, feet together, circle step toward the
There,
east.
adjust
left
a bit.
foot touching with the heel. Shift, opening out toward the east. Left hand palm up, right hand palm down, weight shifted forward. So that's the third parting the horse's mane. So those are the first two movements of the Tai Chi 24 form. The first one, begin Tai Chi. The second one, parting the horse's mane, done 3 times. Now I'm going to demonstrate facing away from you. So this is a good opportunity for you to follow along because we'll be facing the same direction and hopefully it will be a little bit easier for you to follow along that way. So beginning with the feet together, go ahead and take a minute to relax the tension out of your body. Bend your knees slightly. Become aware of your hips. Make sure that there's no excess tilt backward or forward. You want them pulling basically straight down toward the floor.
Think of that Wii balance board
Elongate
and
through the
putting that
spine,
blue dot right in the
top
middle.
of the head, tucking the chin slightly. Relax the chest. Let your energy sink down to your lower belly. Relax the shoulders. Hands at your sides with the palms facing toward you. From here, bend the knees a little bit more. Shift your weight to the right leg. Step out with the left foot toward the east. So remember, we're facing south right now. The foot steps out toward the east, and you shift so your weight's even between both legs. Breathe in. Bring the arms up. Straighten the legs slightly. Breathe out. Press down with the hands.
Sink into the floor.
Sinking straight down. The right hand sweeps over the top, the left hand underneath, and as the left hand comes in, you pull that left leg in so that it's next to the right foot. Circle step with the left foot toward the east, touching with the heel gently. Shift toward the east and turn the body toward the east, extending out with the left hand, palm up. Rock back. Turn toward the north. Left hand turns palm down. The right hand turns palm up, scooping underneath, and you bring the feet together. Circle step now with the right foot, out again toward the east, touching with the heel gently. Shift toward the east, right hand palm up, extending out, left hand down at your side. Rock back, right hand turns palm down, turn the body to face south, shift to the right leg, bring the left leg in, left hand underneath, like you're holding a ball in front of you.
Shifting
Circle
over.
step with the left foot, gently touching with the heel, again toward the east. Shift toward the east. The left hand extends palm up toward the east. The right hand's palm down. So that is the first 2 movements of the Yang style Tai Chi 24 form.
And that's it. We've put the 2 we've learned together. Yeah. Next week, we will be learning. Let me go ahead and just see how we do this on the series here. Looks like we are learning another move, and then we are doing the first 3 together. So we'll have a longer warm-up next week, and then we'll do the 3rd move, and then 1, 2, 3 connected, like with this format where he shows us once, and then he does it facing that direction. All right. Well, let's cool it down, and then we'll call it a stream. We already took our picture, so let's cool it down. We'll stay with the fitness martial theme. Just going to pick one that's on the shorter side. 4 minutes, not too bad. We'll do that.
Alright, I want you to go to
It's funny, last time I did a victory lap... Oh, let me turn this down. Yeah, last time I did a cooldown after Tai Chi, even like trying to go easy during the dance, it still ended up being a lot more like active than than the energy that we had been projecting before.
Take it in. Hit. Crunch your body.
Well, we can have a Tai Chi attitude a little bit when we're doing these cooldown styles.
Now tick-tock that clock. Up, down, up, down.
Sink into the floor. Let your energy
Fuck around.
root itself down. Oh, let me know if I'm being mean, Matt. I'm really not trying to be... I'm not trying to mock or make fun. It's just...
Back.
I'm really trying to imagine a Tai Chi version of these dance. At least in the spirit. But I don't mean any disrespect, so...
Again, go. Right, left, right, roll. Contemplate.
Careful not to touch your control stick with your elbow while you contemplate.
Single, double, roll.
Somehow my words roll off my tongue right onto your lips.
In, crunch.
I'm keeping cool while you keep smiling, saying all the things I'm thinking.
Remember, it's just a cool down.
Oh man, I am
But
like
you're
you,
still
so
hot.
I won't prove what you're
That's right.
Tick, tock, clock, go.
If I want you, then I want you,
I want
babe.
you to feel like
And going backwards,
ping pong ball.
I'm asked for space. But space is just a word made up by someone who's afraid to get too
Pull.
close.
Out.
Oh, so close. Want you close. Yeah. 'Cause space is just a word made up by someone
Right,
who's
left,
afraid
right,
to
go.
get
Right,
close.
left, right, roll.
Oh, so close. Want you close. I want you close and close and close enough.
Tick, tock, tick, tock.
I don't want you, babe. Ain't coming back.
We're gonna pull around to the left.
Won't ask for space.
Here.
Space was just a word made up by someone who's afraid to
This time we're not worried about putting the blue dot in the middle of the balance beam.
Oh, say close. Want you close. Baby, 'cause space was just a word made up by someone who's afraid to
Right,
get
right,
close. So get close, baby.
Got a rare treat seeing Mighty's dance moves. Rolls like a champ.
Almost there.
I'm working on my own rules.
Oh, sweat in my eyes. You done?
Great job, everyone. Very different than what we normally do, but it's good, I think. Good to get that well-balanced experience. That is going to do it for Project Leo tonight and our Tai Chi night. Tomorrow night, we will be dancing, so a lot more martial. Throw in some group dancing, some just dance, some golfy. Who knows? It's going to be random. So, sky's the limit, as they say. Could end up doing a bunch of the really difficult ones that I accidentally queued up last week. And then after that, we will be singing karaoke. So get ready to abandon your computer and unsubscribe, unfollow, so you don't have to listen to me warble. But yeah, and then next week we'll be doing classic workout on Monday. I teased that we might try to find some Mousercise, but it will be Jazzercise if not. Next Wednesday will be a modern workout from after 2015. Not sure exactly what. Maybe some body combat. We'll see. And next Thursday will be more Tai Chi. But until then, I hope you have a good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good night. Whatever meal is next for you. Enjoy your lunch, your brekkie, your din din, your midnight milk. Be safe at work. Have a good day. Take good care of yourself. Until next time. Bye-bye. Bye, everyone.